Libra, welcome to I'm sorry, not a yours and theirs. This is a past, present, future for the week of August 4th through the 10th. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome to Empowered World Tarot. This is a new channel. My name is Holly Christine. Let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Libra's reading for whatever they need to know for the highest good. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Feel free to reverse or exchange the energies as necessary, and let's see what's going on. We're going to lay out a baseline, then we're going to clarify everything. We'll pull some advice cards at the end, as well as an oracle card. Looking for the flyers. We wait for Spirit to separate a card so we know where to start as they put the story in order for you. All right, thank you. The Devil in the recent past, followed by the Ten of Cups and the King of Wands. In the current energies, we have the Two of Swords, the Six of Cups right at the heart of your reading, and the Star. In the immediate future, Temperance, Five of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Wow, there's all kinds of conflicting energies here. The overall energy for your reading, Libra, the Two of Wands. And what brings us here to this specific reading today, the Six of Pentacles. That's a card of balance right there, equal give and take, getting everyone on the same page. All right, let's talk about this baseline a little bit, and then we'll get into the clarifiers because that's where the real message is. So this overall energy is you trying to pick a pathway forward. A little bit unsure, undecided which path to take. They kind of go opposite directions. So you're here thinking about your future, long term. In the recent past, the Devil, the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands. So we have some unhealthy, toxic energy surrounding this quote-unquote happy family. The happiness on the homestead, the blessings that are so joyous and everybody's getting along and feeling good and happy to be there. There's something unhealthy about it. Something that is holding this family happy homestead back. And it may have to do with this King of Wands energy, this very confident, passionate, strong kind of energy. Dominant energy, I want to say. They follow their passions. They know what they want. They make decisions. They don't second guess them. They feel confident, and there's a lot of sex appeal about this kind of energy. But because the Devil is here, I don't really trust it so much to be of the highest polarity. Because in the lower polarity, it can be controlling and overbearing and almost like too passionate. So we'll see. We'll see with the clarifiers. Again, in the current energies, the Two of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Star. So this shows a lot of doubt or indecision, something that you can't see clearly about this soul connection that you do have history with. And it's also tied up to a dream or a wish, a big one. Maybe one that you've had for your whole life, but it's very significant, whatever this is, that's got you up in your head and confused. And then finally, in the immediate future, Temperance, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Wands. So there's a sense of harmony and balance desired here, very much so, but conflict is in the way of getting this to a level of success and victory that you're looking for. I don't know what the conflict is yet. Again, the clarifiers are going to help with that. In fact, let's grab those right now. because there's a lot of energy moving around here. And we need to know what's going on. Let's take a look at this Two of Wands. Contemplating the future, trying to pick a path. Show us the Two of Wands. There it is. And we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, choices, options. Yeah, which way do we go? We already know this. There it is again, the Two of Wands on the Two of Wands. Wow. And the Psychonaut. This talks about a new beginning, trying to change our mind, have a fresh mindset for this. It looks like it's showing me your intention. Let's look at the bottom. What brings us here? The Two of Pentacles. Wow. This is so much back and forth and indecision. Indecision, 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 indecision. 4 indecision cards. And then I would like to approach this with a fresh mindset, is what you're telling me. A fresh mindset for a new start. How can we have this? What way do we go? You're looking at all your options and choices, and you are confused. You are just trying to keep the balls in the air and keep the balance as much as you can as you experience all this doubt and indecision. Wow. That's a lot of I don't know and doubt. A lot. Because then we have the Two of Swords over here as well saying the same thing. All right, let's go ahead and look at the Devil card. This toxic energy, this unhealthy behavior pattern. Show us what we need to know about the Devil, please. Okay, and we have the Emperor. Very similar energy to the King of Wands. Very controlling, especially when it comes out on the Devil. This is not its highest polarity. This would be its lowest polarity. Somebody who's very, very controlling. The Three of Pentacles. Temperance. And we see Temperance coming up later. So we'll get to clarify that more. But this is saying that they want to collaborate with others. It may just be friendships. It may be work relationships. I don't know. But they would like to... here, let's look at the bottom. The Queen of Cups. That's you. Male or female on the card doesn't matter, but this will represent you. They would like to collaborate with others in some way, make plans for balance and harmony. I don't know. It's like they want you to hang out with their friends, or they want you to... Or maybe they want to go out with their friends or something like that. Whatever this is, it's been going on a long time. And they try to control the situation. Or is it you? Are you trying to control the situation, collaborating with others, making plans to bring in balance and healing? But for some reason, it's not healthy. And it has been going on a while. These are patterns. Temperance is something over a long period of time. Yeah. Okay, let's get more cards. We'll find out, hopefully, who's doing what. This might be your unhealthy behavior since that Queen of Cups showed up. But the Emperor is here, which makes me think King of Wands. But you may be all of those people. You may be this part of the equation, that Queen, who is open-hearted to all of this and trying to control the situation when it comes to friends or collaborating with others in some particular way. Show me the Ten of Cups, this happy homestead. Seven of Wands, blocked. Blocking. What else? Two of Pentacles. Doubt. Undecided. The Empress. That would represent your person for sure. Because the Empress is the ideal energy. Blocking the back and forth of this Empress energy. Let's look at the bottom. The King of Pentacles. Trying to manage the situation. And how do we manage? By controlling it. The back and forth of the Empress. Are you saying, and the Empress, male or female on the card, again, it does not matter. So don't get hung up on the sex of the card. Because you may be a female and be the King of Wands, the Emperor, and the Queen of Cups, which I think you are. And your person is here. And you want to block the back and forth of the Empress. You either want to block the doubt of the Empress or you want to block something that they're doing back and forth. I don't know yet. I'm just telling you what the energies are. You guys decide. You know what's going on. But you're trying to manage the situation. You're trying to control it. And that's what the King of Wands, the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles would do when it's tied up with unhealthy energy. And it has something to do with that Three of Pentacles. Trying to make everything harmonious. But it's not. Trying to control it. All right, let's look at the King of Wands. Show us the King of Wands, please. Yeah, there's not happiness on this homestead right now. It's all blocked. It's blocked, and so is this back and forth of this Empress, your person. Male or female, doesn't matter. It just represents the ideal person that we're with, that we would be with if our home was happy. Show us the King of Wands. There it is, Five of Cups. The Tower. The Shaman. And at the bottom, what brings us here? The Eight of Pentacles, which in this particular circumstance is repetitive behavior. So we're grieving losses. We're sad. We're upset. We're stuck in the past losses. And it's destroying any possibility of healing this relationship going forward, of manifesting a healed environment. This King of Wands energy, which I think is yours, is stuck in the past, and it's destroying healing, and you keep doing it. This is repetitive, over and over and over again, and it's a burden. Ten of Wands. It is a burden. It's a heavy burden to carry. It makes everything hard. Because this is a behavior pattern, and a pattern is something repeated, and this is showing that this is what's repeated. We're stuck in the past with something that we are still grieving and upset about and sad about, all the losses, and it's destroying any future healing, any manifestation of healing here. Okay. Let's take a look at the Two of Swords, please, and the current energies. Two of Swords. It's a bunch of I don't know, undecided. I can't see it. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure. I don't know. And here we have the Hanged Man. The need to gain perspective is here. To take a pause and look at things from all angles. We have the Lovers, this important connection on your heart. The King of Cups. Now that would be your person. You were the Queen of Cups over here. Now we're talking about your person, this connection on your heart. Trying to gain perspective, but you just can't see it. You just can't see it. There's a whole lot of I don't know. Like you don't understand what's going on here. Maybe why somebody's upset or why things are blocked or why isn't it working. At the bottom, yeah, 10 of Cups. It made me look back up here before I even saw what the bottom card was about all this blocking energy. It's just not working. And you don't understand. Why isn't it working? It's just a whole lot of, I don't know, I don't understand. Why aren't they happy? Why aren't they fine with this? All right, let's take a look at this soul connection right at the heart of your reading. You have a lot of history with them. Something, or maybe this is something from your own past. I'm not sure. Let's look. 4 of Cups. Strength. 6 of Cups again. Yeah. And at the bottom, there it is again. The 8 of Pentacles. So there's disappointment. It makes things very, very hard. And strength is here, not only because things are hard, but it's showing a sense of needing to tame our inner beast. These are our fears, our doubts, our worries, our rush to anger, decision. These are our unhealthy behavior patterns. And it speaks to taming them, but there's disappointment and upset when it comes to that. And this 6 of Cups, this person you have history with. And this is, again, happening repetitively in your relationship. And once again, the 10 of Wands is right underneath, showing how hard this is and what a burden this is on the relationship. It is not healthy what's happening here. Lots of upset, lots of disappointment about not being able to tame the inner beast. And that's why there's all this unhappiness. Let's take a look at the star, the divine wish. This thing you want so much. And you get an extra card here. We have Justice, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. So we want to make things right. Justice, bring in the balance. Take the correct action and invest in. The Ace of Wands is a new opportunity to take some kind of bold action here. But then there's conflict that shows up and fighting that shows up. Let's look at the bottom. What brings us here? 4 of Pentacles, holding on tight, not wanting to let go of your dream. You're being stubborn about it. You're like, I want this. This is mine. This is for me. We can fix this. We can make this right. All we have to do is put our energy and resources into something new, something passionate, where we can follow our passions and inspirations and do something different. And that's where the fight starts. They don't want to. You want part of this dream, and it conflicts, with what works for them, I think. Let's take a look at Temperance in the immediate future. Calling in the angel of balance and healing, harmony. The right alchemy, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we can make it all better. Show me Temperance. Oh, look what came up again, guys. The 8 of Pentacles. There's only one in the deck, and we keep seeing it over and over again. The 8 of Pentacles. The Wheel. The 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so it would be a lot of work. A lot of repetitive work and patience and time in order to turn things around. And again, there's this card of holding on tight, almost too tight. Trying to control the situation. It's like it would take a lot of work to turn that around. To stop being so stubborn that way. 6 of Wands. To reach our goal and to be victorious. It would take an awful lot of work to change things up here. To turn them around. to heal it enough to have even a small amount of stability here. Holding on tight to this, though. You still want it. Show us the Five of Wands, the conflict. What does Libra need to know about this conflict, please? Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. It looks like, and at the bottom, the moon. The moon is like buried emotions, things yet to be revealed, possible secrets, things that are hidden. That's why we're here. But there's this conflicting energy of stop, go. Like things being brought to a halt, and then there's this whole other energy of okay, go, 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 let's do this. And I feel like this one represents one of you and the other one represents the other. I think they're the Knight of Pentacles. They just want to halt this, or they just want to slow it down so completely. It's like they're not interested in this. Like you are going after fervently, building stability from the ground up. They don't want it. They may not have told you exactly how they feel yet. Maybe they feel overpowered or overwhelmed by your dominance because you're showing up very controlling and very dominant. Very stubborn. And you do see this person as your perfect match, but there's something that you want, that you try to control, that keeps showing up, and it just isn't what your person wants. So they may not have revealed it all to you, but the cards are here revealing it right now. You guys are coming at this at like two different speeds. They're at a full-on stop, and you're like, go, 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 Knight of Wands, feeling urgent, like, let's do it, let's go for it. They're like, I don't want to go anywhere, I just want to stay right here. You guys want different things. Show us the Six of Wands. It's the card of victory and success, reaching our goals. What about it? Because, yeah, it seems like you're still hell-bent on that. Judgment. The Five of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. And at the bottom, the Two of Swords. Yeah. You have a very strong dominant personality where you want to win this battle at all costs. You don't care. I'm going to be successful. I know what I want. I can make the decisions for both of us. But the truth of the matter is, no, you can't. Only if they let you. If they let you run roughshod over them, then they sort of follow along. And I feel like that's the pattern that has been happening. But they're not into it. They don't want it. And you're almost like with this I don't care attitude. Like you don't care what they want. You just want what you want, and it'll be right for the both of you or something like that. It's very domineering. So whoever's getting this reading isn't going to like me saying that, but that's what I see here. It's very controlling. It's very domineering. You need to tame your inner beast. It's not healthy. It's making the relationship very hard. Doesn't matter how much history you have. They're tired of it. They don't like it. And it's been going on too long. Repetitively, way too long. For a very long time. This has been going on for years, I think, in this relationship. And so you're trying to pick a different path. You're trying to have a different mindset. You're trying to pick a different choice. You're like, well, what can I do? What can I do? So, I mean, your heart's in the right place. I do feel that. But there's something about how you go about trying to force it on them, the things that you want. I don't know what it is that you want. It has something to do with collaborating with others or plans that you want to make. Or maybe it's how you go about making plans with anything. You just dominate the situation. I don't know. I'm not sure. You guys know what's going on. But your person doesn't like it at all. All I see is conflict with them. Upset, conflict, and a totally different speed. They just want to stop. They want off this merry-go-round of fighting and control and dealing with your ego that you're going to win no matter what. It's defeating. They can't be themselves. They're not free to be themselves in a situation like that. Anyway, let's get some advice. Things are definitely ending and transforming here, whether you want them to or not. You can't control everything. Things are going to change. Things are going to move. Give us some advice or a closing message. What do you want Libra to know in this situation, please? Okay. The Mob. This is a card that's unique to this deck. The Seven of Cups. The King of Cups. And at the bottom, the Tower. That's total and utter destruction. The Mob. Let's talk about this for a second. This is showing that the mob is angry. It's a crowd going in one direction. They're irate. They're angry. They're furious. They're sort of out of control. There's so much anger and rage here that it's just too much. And here's this person in the middle going along with it. They're caught up with the crowd, but you can tell they feel completely different. Everybody's red. They're blue. They have a look of horror and fear on their face, like, I don't want to be here. Here I am. My body is here, but in my mind, in my heart, I don't want to be here. That is your person, I believe. Looking at options and choices, which was Seven of Cups was also over here in the clarifiers. Options and choices, trying to pick a path. The King of Cups, this would represent your person, who you think is your perfect match. And then it blows up in your face. Utter destruction because of a decision, because of judgment, because of poor judgment, really. Yeah, controlling, managing the situation. It's been your focus and somebody wants to leave. This connection on your heart. They are not happy. Again, this card shows they've been going along with it, with this domineering energy of what the mob wants them to do. That's what it feels like. So they just go along with it, but they're not happy. This is how they're really feeling. Zoom in if you can on this picture. The best way to watch these readings are on a big screen TV, because then you can really see the artwork on the cards and intuit for yourself as well. But yeah, this is important to this message. Somebody does not want to keep going along with this controlling mob, this energy that just is all hell bent on going one direction and getting their way and fulfilling their whatever it is they're fulfilling, their mission, their their plight, whatever it is. They are looking at options and choices. And they're here because everything is just being destroyed. It's complete instability. This does not feel good. This is very jolting energy. Somebody who doesn't want to go along with all this crap that you want them to go along with. They do not want to be on board with it. Let's get an oracle card to close off this reading. If you don't want to lose this person permanently, you really need to check yourself and all of your domineering, controlling energy. They don't want it. And the more you try to force them into stuff, the more they don't want it. So that's why I'm saying, if you want to fix this relationship and actually bring some harmony to it, you have to look at your own behavior, your own unhealthy, toxic, controlling behavior, and get some help for it, because it's been a pattern going on for years, and this does not facilitate a happy home at all. All right, Spirit. Wisdom of the Oracle. Yeah, I know. I know whoever I'm telling this message to is probably going to hate it. Go ahead and leave whatever comments you want. It's fine. I welcome it all. I have to deliver the truthful message that this is, if you don't resonate with this at all, if none of this is going on in your life, then it's not your reading. But if it does and it irritates you and you know that it is going on and that your person is resistant to your controlling behavior, and you feel irritated, then it's time to stop and pause and really take a look at the path that you're choosing to take, the pathways and the choices and the mindset with which you are going through life with. An oracle card, please, from Wisdom of the Oracle for Libra. Whatever Libras are going through these energies, please. I know nobody likes to get a reading. They don't like what's being said, especially if they're being, pointed out for certain behavior. I know. It's happened to me before, too. I don't like it either. It sucks, actually. But this is what's here, and somebody needs to hear this. Even if you click off this channel and never come back, you need to hear this and think about this, whoever this is for. All right. I say it all with love and compassion and empathy, not with judgment, but I do speak strongly in my wording because I can feel the tension. I can feel the confusion on your part. I can feel the tension on their part. Looking for balance in this relationship, looking for understanding, everybody getting on the same page. You need to understand how they feel, where they're coming from. And not only that, but to respect it and let them be how they want to be. And if they can be themselves and you can be yourself and you guys can still be together, great. If not, then great too, because then you free each other up to move on so that you can be yourselves. And you don't have to try and change somebody. All right, and we have Loyal Heart, card number 35. And here is the message Spirit wants you to have. The essential meanings: fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. The Oracle's message: evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you, no matter the outer circumstances in your life. Trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. And your relationship message is this: your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. They have been loyal to you, or they wouldn't have gone along with this mentality that they're uncomfortable with for a very long time, but eventually that wears thin. They are loyal to you. There's no doubt about it. They're loyal to you. They've been putting up with this behavior for a very long time. But it looks like it might be reaching its limit. So please take a look at this reading. If it resonates, watch it again. As painful as it is, that's how we transform and go through changes, is first admitting what is actually happening, what is actually here, because there's a lot of destructive behavior here. Tower. Very destructive, very controlling, and very repetitive type of pattern. Okay. I hope it helps, guys. Say it with love, compassion, and empathy. You are being witnessed. You're being directed. You're being guided and supported. And this person loves you. There's no doubt about it. You are a soul connection. But if you want to keep that soul connection, you really got to look at how you are dragging them along in a mob that they don't want to be in, or in an energy that they don't want to be in, either with friends, in collaboration with others, or in some kind of way. They do not want to be in this. Okay? I hope it helps. And with that, I wish you all the luck in the world. Leave a comment, hit like, hit subscribe, and bring your energy here to the channel. Let's hear what you have to say. And with that, I look forward to reading for you next time. Take care, Libra.